Let's suppose we have a graph here on Excel and we would like to make another graph on top of it. For instance, I have here something that appears to be an increasing amplitude sine wave, and I'd like to make a graph, a straight line graph that goes through these points right here. And they look like they line a straight line, so I'm going to try that. So I'm going to choose these points here because I want to know what they are. That one appears to be 10 and 9.79. So I'm going to come down here and put that 10 and 9.79. And I'll go up and look at the next one that I want. That would be, I have to click on it. That's 22 and we'll say 16. 22 and 16. And we'll look at the one more here. Let's pick this top one here. I have to click again, and so that's 35 and 22.07. 35, was that it? 35 and 22.07. 35 and 22.07. So I would like to add another plot on top of what I have. So what I do is I come up here and I right click on one of these and I want to choose select data. All right, and I'm going to add another series. What do you want to name this series? Let's call it straight line. The x values, I'm going to choose the x values, and that's these three values right here. I'm going to choose the y values, that's these values right here. And I say OK. Now, I'm done with this part of it. Now what I have is just those three data points. I'd like to make them show not as a scatter plot like that, but as a straight line. So I'm going to right click on that, and I want to change the series chart type. And what I was interested in is, let's say this kind of line, this kind of scatter plot with smooth lines. Let's see what we have. Okay, that looks good. So I have a straight line that goes through those points. Now remember what I started with. I started with just the these data points here, graphed, and I wanted to add another plot on top of this. And so I found what those points were, the ordered pairs. Then I right-clicked on the any of the labels there, and I said I wanted to select data, and I added another series. Specify the x values and the y values for each. One more thing I'd like to do is to find out the equation of this line. And so I'm going to right-click on that. Let's see, right-click on that. There it is. And I'm going to add a trend line. And it looks to me to be linear. That's what we anticipated it was anyway. And so we're going to leave that choice to be linear. Now I'm going to say, let's display the equation on the chart. And let's also just display the r-squared value. R-squared is a measure of how good our modeling function is. Well, I think we're done. There's our function. Okay. So the slope appears to be 0.49 or 0.5 roughly. And the y-intercept would be at 5 also.